I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. And we are now changing to Yaya Diamond Entertainment Network because we're in so many different states. I'm excited. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in and being an avid listener. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and download our app on Amazon Fire and Roku. Why not? We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. I have a great show for you today. We'll be right back. All right. So okay, so I have to say this. I have been chasing this person. I feel like I'm a stalker. I'm not really. Literally, I'm not really a stalker, but I feel like I've been stalking this person because I've been trying to get this person on, and I want to welcome him to the show. It's such a pleasure to actually finally have him on the show. Welcome, Moe D. What's up?
What's going on? I appreciate you for having me, Yaya.
Oh man, I'm so excited to have you. Finally, we got it. We got it right.
Finally.
We got it right.
We got it. We got it. We're here now.
We're here now. We're here now. So tell everybody about yourself. And I hear that you do a lot of music here.
Yeah. So I go by the name of Moe D, music artist from Holyoke, Massachusetts, Western Massachusetts, particularly. It's about an hour to an hour and a half away from Boston. So yeah, I've been making music since I was like 8 years old. And yeah, I've been doing my own mixtapes since like 2011. Well, 2007. But in 2011, I started purchasing like my own beats, and I can actually start making music, money from my music, ever since 2011. And then 2017, I started releasing some albums with my own beats, and I just started to get even more creative and more exclusive. 100% original. So yeah, I've always written my own content. You know what I'm saying? I come from a small city, single parent household, not where nothing came easy. So it's like you definitely got to take things step by step to where I come from. So, a straight street. Obviously now trying to evolve with the albums, and we can get into that later. But with the progress in the albums, you're gonna be able to see like the evolution of like my career and where things came from to where they are now to the vision of where they headed. So yeah, just make a lot of music and English and Spanish. So yeah.
Wait. That came out of nowhere. All right. Spanish? Tell me about that.
Too.
Tell me.
I'm actually gonna be releasing my first Spanish album this Friday. So July, what is it, 30th? Yeah, July 30th, 2021. The first Spanish album that Moe D will release is called Futuro Brillante, which in Spanish is it's bright future.
Bright future, yes.
So,
or brilliant future.
Yeah, so that's I've always kind of held myself back a little bit on maintaining a certain lane for my followers or whatever, but I decided to tear the roof off and just sky's the limit now. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of different things vocally, different melodies, different languages. I'm gonna just be trying so much. I even talk a little bit in Russian. I mean, I don't know too much, but there's so much that now I want to do to just like evolve into to show every part of myself as an artist. So no more holding back. 2021, and ever since the pandemic hit in 2020, released Evolution, and then from that point forward, I just feel like there's no more holding back anything. I'm just gonna release it, and it is what it is, and we're gonna make it work. And yeah, so we just keep going. We just keep going.
Man, you have so much to offer and so much to give. Congratulations on that. And not holding back. Don't hold back.
No,
Don't do it.
Oh.
So you said, I know, right? You said, okay, so you said a few things. You said that you were a child of a single parent.
Yeah.
I know that your parent is proud of you. What is that like to actually give that talent back to your parent?
I mean, it's a blessing, right? Because my mother, she's always been in the household. I mean, always keeping everything positive and doing great things and always happy, always know how to, raise her kids 100%, like the best mother you can ever ask for. But she's always been like in the struggle, especially, monetarily, where she had to raise four kids. You know what I'm saying? I got four sisters, but three from her. So it's like four kids, single parent, no father. I remember like when they broke up when I was 5 years old, walking downtown, and then we were all there, and I remember the whole situation. And yeah, I just feel like now it's a blessing because the more I can do and evolve as a person and just
Mm-hmm.
give more to the universe, I feel like that's more of a blessing to my mother. Like she has done so much for me and my family that the best thing that I can do for her is not only try to provide monetarily, but become the best version of myself. And if I could become the best version of myself, I feel like that alone is gonna bring pride to her and make her happy, which is my ultimate goal is that so she's happy. You know what I mean? So at the end
Yeah.
of the day, that's goal number one. So that would be huge. Definitely.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Being a daughter of a single parent, my mom was Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like Happy Father's Day, Happy
yep.
Mother's Day. So it's
That's
like,
how it is.
it was hard. Even for a single mother with one child is hard. I can't imagine how much she had to, to sacrifice to raise such wonderful, wonderful adults. You
Yes.
know, man. So okay, so now that you're giving back, you're not only giving back to you are as a musician, but you're also giving back to her of who she is as a mom. How does that make you feel?
Definitely. I mean, it feels good. You know what I'm saying? I never like to be complacent. I'm always trying to reach another level. And once I reach it and I feel comfortable, I try to push myself again. But I just feel happy that I do have that mentality and she has helped me mold that mentality
Mm,
because that's at the end of the day what makes her truly fulfilled and proud that her kids and her only son is out there doing good things. Whether I'm 100% in the music industry famous or making $1 million or whatever, don't really matter. That's just the cherry on top. But I know she's proud of me on a regular basis just based on what I do and how I express myself and my goals. So it feels great. You know what I'm saying? I love my mother,
mm-hmm.
so it definitely feels great
Yeah, definitely. I concur. It feels great. It feels wonderful
for sure.
to help them to see that, yes, you did an excellent job.
Amen.
Excellent.
That's right.
Excellent job. And you had how many sisters? I know you got beat up on an occasion, more than once.
Well,
More than
I
once.
got four sisters. I am the youngest one too. I'm the youngest child in the family. So imagine me, the baby. But at the end of the day, I feel like my sisters always gave me my space. It was never like, especially when I turned like 8 years old.
Mm,
We moved from building to building before that, and then around 8 or 9, we moved into a house. It was a three-family house where I had
mm,
officially like my own room. We all had our own space. So, that's when the memories like really hit home because it was all the special moments that I could remember mainly were from that household. And
mm,
and and like I said, they really gave me my space. They were doing their own thing. So when they were doing their own thing, I didn't really know. When I was doing my thing, they didn't really know. But when it was time to get together with the family, we had like, the meetup spot in the living room where we had the
mm,
big speakers where we would throw like house parties and people, and back in the day before cell phones, where people would just like knock on your door, like, "Hey, what's going on? What you doing? Oh, come on in." Boom. My mom's cooking. We got the food on. It was just such an amazing childhood and upbringing that even through the struggle and all of that, it was still the most beautiful thing, and I wouldn't change anything for the world. So it's a blessing. That's how I
yeah.
see life nowadays. More grateful. So yeah, it was a beautiful thing.
Wow. And so all of those memories and all of that beauty wrapped up in music. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Is that how it is?
Pretty much, pretty much. A lot of my earlier music, to be kind of precise, was a lot about the struggle, and I'm so happy I got out of that because I was just trying to release so much that I had internally. You know what I'm saying? I don't really talk about this stuff, but music has really helped me cope with a lot of things.
Mm,
So a lot of my earlier projects, I can hear myself when I hear it today, and I hear my voice from the previous projects and my cadences and my words, my lyrics. I could kind of tell, like, damn, the struggle in the early days really kind of like affected me, and I was trying
mm,
to express myself, whether it was through aggression or the way I laid down the songs. I just wanted to let it go. So in that sense, music was like my best friend.
mm.
So yeah, I kind of wanted to express that. I know I never said that, but it definitely helped me with a lot of things. And then when you kind of fast forward a little bit, that's what I always wanted to do. I never wanted to skip a step. I always wanted to show every step of the way, even when it comes to like the quality of the music. Like the earlier, like when I'm just straight street and aggressive and everything is super hard,
Mm-hmm.
like even in that, I can still hear like that there's room to grow. And then you look at the middle projects, like okay, he grew, and even with the quality and the way he expresses himself. And then when you hear the stuff today, it's like day and night, right? Like the stuff today, it's not even comparable to what I used to release back in the day. So that's why I always say like all the way up to 2017 to me was like releasing mixtapes, letting a lot of ideas out, letting a lot of anger out, letting everything out. And then 2017 releasing that first official album called Vision. That's when I officially like kind of woke up and said, you know what, now it's time to enter into a new level. And then officially in 2020, when 2020 started, that's when I decided to just turn the page completely on every single thing. Like if you knew me
Wow.
before 2020, you don't know me anymore. Like if you
Oh.
haven't seen me since, I am completely, the way I see myself. Because like I said, sometimes I have like throwback Thursdays or whatever on my
Mm-hmm.
own, and sometimes I have a couple drinks or whatever, and I listen to things and I look at whether it's pictures or songs, and I reminisce, and you can really really see the growth. And for me as an artist, that's one of the most things I'm proud of.
That is amazing. And it's great to have that growth, to see that progress, to see where you've come from and now where you are and where you're going. So I want to talk about your music today and where are you going?
Yeah, amen. So like I said, so just to go back to 2017 a little bit, released that project Vision. That had a lot of beats that I made, and I collaborated with a couple of guys as well. But everything's exclusive, so that's why I said like everything
Right.
before 2017, I could still make some money off of it, but it has like a limit. But from 2017, all albums, everything's exclusive, 100%
Mm.
original with all the rights. So yeah, I had the vision in 17 to like, okay, what can we do next to evolve? So I definitely started hustling on the street, and well, just not necessarily like what you might think, but I'm talking about just hustling, like selling things, and
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily drugs and stuff like that, but just trying to make ends meet. So starting my own little side business of this and that, and basically saving up enough money so that when 2020 started, I upgraded my studio all the way, so now it officially is to like the point where I always wanted it.
Mm.
So and now I learned so much. So finally, 2020, like this took time. You see the time. Like started in '07.
Oh
In
yeah.
99, I wrote my first verse. I remember my first. I said something about hey yo, my name is Mo. When I go with the flow, when I'm down with the low, when I go where I go, I'm representing true plays from the heart, and I like that. And but anyways, not to go focus too much on the past, but it's been a journey. So in 2020, I released a project called Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, upgraded studio, upgraded mentality, and I felt officially like I was where I needed to start heading towards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like in that position, in that mind frame. So Evolution, and then in 2021, this year in March, I released another project called
Mm.
Forever Royalty. And that's just basically like a dominant album, like showing like finally I got the upgraded this, upgraded that, and now mentally I'm at the level where I just feel like I've done too much, and you really can't compare me to nobody. I mean, I'm not cocky at all, but it's all confidence based on the journey of not skipping steps, because there's a lot of overnight successes where like I look at them personally and I'm just like, okay, that's great for you, you know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
amazing, but you weren't really living this journey your whole life. Like music has been entwined in my roots forever. So, anyways, 2021 Forever Royalty really like establishes that. Like, okay, I'm here to stay. Um, I'm here to make more noise. And then, but yeah, so not to go too much into the albums, but and now it's what, July 27th, 2021. I'm releasing the Spanish album in 3 days this Friday. It's called Futuro Brillante. First Spanish album I'm dropping. It has a little bit of everything: Spanish trap, reggaeton, melodies, cadences that you never heard me do. So people are gonna be like, wow, this is new. It's gonna be fresh to the ears, at a higher quality. And then I'm also finishing up another project. It's actually another English project, and that one is called Legendary Legacy. I just started shouting out the name of that project, and I'm aiming to release that by the end of September. So from
Mm.
this weekend, Futuro Brillante, first Spanish album, and then September 2021. By the end of September, I'm looking to release another English project just to solidify Evolution, Forever Royalty, and like the trilogy to that is going to be Legendary Legacy.
Sweetness. You know, I want to thank you so much for being that person that can show you know, from the beginning and all the way through your struggle and your ups and your downs, and putting that into your music. What kind of suggestion do you give to people who are going through it? Should they put their heart into their music, or should they hide it?
No, I mean, that's a great question, but I think that you should never hide your heart. I always say it's important to protect your heart, but always try to have somewhat of, like, you know what I'm saying, your heart on your sleeve, because the more you express yourself and show your authenticity, the more you do that, people are going to be able to connect with you a lot more on a deeper level. So
Hmm.
definitely express yourself, show your heart, even get emotional if you need to. But the most important thing is staying true to yourself, staying authentic, staying real, and yeah, just keeping it real, 100%. You, even when nobody understands you, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's sometimes your vision, you're the only one that really understands it to the depths. So you really have to stay on your own path, even when you feel like you're alone, even when you feel like nobody's listening, because one day it will pay off. You have to live with like that faith. You have to always live with like the mentality of one day your dream will come true. And if you continue to live like that, no matter what happens, I think that's the healthiest thing for you,
Hmm.
because you're doing what you love, whether it's music, art, being a teacher, helping whoever, whatever you're doing,
Hmm.
just doing what you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes music, especially at the beginning, it's a big struggle because it's not paying the bills. You're not making a lot of money from the music. A lot of
Hmm.
it is investing. You're investing for something bigger. You know what I'm saying? You have a vision. So it's like, okay, what can I do now that can eventually express the vision to a higher audience? So
Right.
whenever I get on to the level that I want to get on, it's not all about me. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's not like, oh, I'm on and I want to floss, I want to get diamonds on. No, it's not about that. Like, I have so many goals to help so many communities, and put together outreach programs, and do so much mentally for the people, because I feel like sometimes we get stagnant in the way that we think.
Right.
So my thing is continuously evolving and growing your mentality, so
Mm.
that even when we're gone, we can leave behind a legacy for others to follow, and hopefully they don't got to go through the same struggles, or they don't got to go through the same things that I went through. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be the sacrifice. Be the sacrifice, knowing that your story at the end of the day of your journey is gonna inspire people, and
Hmm.
that is a lot what motivates me to continue. Because like I said, this is not paying the bills or anything like that, but this is what I love, and I
Right.
know that one day people are gonna hear me out, and when they do hear me out, it's takeover time with the vision. Like, it's time to just do major things. So
Right.
that's my mentality on a regular basis. Keep
Mm.
grinding, and one day you will have the platform to do what you got to do.
That's right. You're so right. You're so right. Thank you so much for giving that advice. Now that hit me. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Okay, because I mean, you know, we have to hear ourselves talk too, because sometimes we don't take our own advice, so we
That's
need to
true.
be listening. I'm guilty of that. So where can
We
people
are.
find you? Do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, I have an Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You know, you can
Hmm.
find me on Spotify, Apple Music. Everything's gonna be. You can either find it as Moe D, Moe D as in Daddy, or you can find it on at Moe D Music anything. So
Okay.
at Moe D Music,
Okay.
Instagram. I think the Facebook is like official Moe D Music, because this dude took the Moe D Music from me, so I
Oh,
had to put official before it. But anyways, everything at Moe D Music, including modmusic.com. I update that most of the time. So if you want any updates on anything, I would say either Instagram at or the website
okay.
modmusic.com.
And we have put that there in the screen so you guys can see that. Uh, Instagram at Moe D Music, as well as modmusic.com. I want to thank you. We finally did it. I'm ecstatic about this. Thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you so much for bringing your love of music, and your history is just rich. And congratulations on your new album that's coming out in Spanish in September. It's called Futuro Brillante. And
Futuro
there you go.
Brillante.
There you go.
Coming out this Friday.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Coming out. A Legendary Legacy is coming out in September.
In September. That's correct.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. See, I had to read the screen because I was messing up because you got me all confused.
You got it.
You know, Spanish, English. You just throwing it all out there. German. Come on now. Come on.
Letting everything out. Everything that's inside is coming out.
Just let it all out. Let it all out, man. Thank you so much, Moe D, for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Oh, anytime. And thank you for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio. Don't forget to go there. I'm going to go ahead and put this up one more time. That's Instagram at Moe D Music. His new album, right? His new song or
new album. Yep.
New outfit, Futuro Brillante, is coming out this weekend. Okay.
This Friday.
This Friday. So this Friday is, I'm just making sure I do that. That's the 30th of July, 2021. And if you're watching this after that date, go watch it. Go listen to it. Go. Just go. Okay. All right. And then don't forget to tune in for Legacy, the Legendary Legacy, coming in September 2021. Go to modmusic.com for more information. Thank you so much, Moe D.
Thank you. Stay blessed.
I will, and you guys do the same. Stay blessed, guys. Until next time. Don't forget to dare to be different. I dare to be different.